Say hey everyone, welcome into another edition of Say Hey Plays. My name is Jose Bouquett. Alongside me, a face you'll be seeing a lot this week, Dabby Cab. Dabby Cab, how are you?
I'm good, man. I'm good. I'm ready for this weekend. I'm excited to eat my steak that I've been waiting on for a very long time. I'm excited for the card show. I got some new bud in that I'm going to bring down. It's going to be a good time.
Yeah. I've asked around. And I even asked some of my friends, where can you find some good meat? And, they pointed me in a lot of different directions, and hopefully I'll be able to get you some quality.
Well, we lost Jose, but I highly doubt he's going to bring the quality beef. I'm pretty sure he's going to get my steak from Walmart, but we'll see.
Good start to the show. Good start.
I mean, I kept rolling. It's okay.
Yeah, I know. I classically hit the back button. The Mac has a sensitive mouse. But yes, your steak is going to happen, and it's going to be a good steak, apparently. So,
really? You're actually getting me a good steak? What do you mean, apparently? You're not going to Walmart?
No, I'm going to Costco.
Hell, well, I mean, that might be all right, maybe.
We'll see, yeah. I'll just use my dad's Costco card. Shout to him. All right. Well, I appreciate everyone in the chat. What an interesting start of the program we've had here so far. A full slate. Well, not really a full slate, but, like a quarter of a slate here. Dab, how'd you do yesterday? Because I got fucked right in the face yesterday with the Orioles walk-off loss. That really, really hurt me. And I had Nationals first five money line in the second game, and Bryce Harper went yard and put them up in the fifth inning, which really, really bothered me as well.
Yeah, I can imagine. I lost my only bet yesterday, but we're here today. We're ready to bounce back and get money today, right?
Yes, and I'm going to tell your look, I think.
What look?
Your bet.
My Blue Jays bet?
Yeah, we'll talk about it when we get there, but I might make it just a thing now. When you come on, I'll tell your one look.
I mean, you would have been in a better place. I mean, not like I would have saved your 30 units or whatever it is, but you'd probably be around like 12 or 13 or 10 maybe.
True. You're right. And the Brewers, by the way, just walk off the Rockies. So shout out to the Brewers, but you're probably right. And we're going to get right into it. I've got a pretty light card. I've doubled and tripled up on 2 games, and I'm going to add 2 bets, it seems like. So it's going to be a lot of fun to talk about these bets. Let's start off with the Minnesota Twins versus the Detroit Tigers. The least sexy game on the card, Bailey Ober versus Alex Faedo. And I really didn't want anything to do with this game, but I will commend Alex Faedo has pitched well in his last appearance. And it's been a while since it, and I need to look up and see why he hasn't pitched in such a long time. On July 23rd, went 6 innings, 1 hit, no earned runs against the Padres, and I guess got sent right back down. His last minor league starts, 5 1/3, 6 hits, 3 earned runs, and 5 innings, 2 hits, 1 earned run. So, maybe seemingly starting to pitch better, our guy Faedo here, but I'm not testing it here against the Minnesota Twins. I like Bailey Ober. I think I like Bailey Ober because he's just big as fuck, just gigantic human being on the mound, and I enjoy pitchers that are gigantic on the mound, I guess. 7th are the Minnesota Twins, 108 weighted runs created plus in the full season, and for the last month and a couple days, I guess now we can say. 5th, 124 weighted runs created plus. So I lean Twins here, but I ultimately wanted nothing to do with it. Market-wise, before I pass it off to you, Dabby, let's talk about it. And are your Rangers already up, by the way?
I don't know. What's the score? Let me look. I'll pull it up.
I have not looked, but I assume they're already up. Let's talk about this. 45% of the bets and 65% of the money on the Tigers. So a little bit of love for Alex Faedo, and on the total under love as well. So people thinking that he's going to pitch well, 61% of the bets and 60% of the money on the under in this game. Dabby, what do you think about this game?
I mean, I don't really care about this game. One thing about Minnesota is they don't cover the run line. They've only covered the run time. Hold on, I've got this stat here. They they failed to cover the run line in 60 out of their 114 games. And really, this is a game at, minus 154 where I would only bet the run line. So, like, I'm not interested in this game. Twins, one of the worst teams covering the run line. Detroit, hasn't been bad. I think they're like the 11th best in baseball covering the run line, a little bit over 50% of their games. But I also don't want to back Detroit. At the plate, they're one of the weakest teams in baseball. They're next to last in runs scored this year. Slugging percentage, is only a little better, 28th in the league. They're at the bottom in all the major hitting categories. So, I can't really get excited about either side here. Under wouldn't bother me, but I'm not betting that either.
Nothing for Dabby, nothing for me here. Shout out to my favorite, obviously, guy in the chat, Barry Smith. He's on Tigers money line. Justin let us know that the Rangers are losing. Appreciate that. And he added Bellinger over 1.5 bases. Shout out to you, my guy, as well. And Rocco. Oh, yeah, I guess Rocco about the Brewers at plus 240. Shout out to you live. That's awesome there. Shout out to picks from Dave, who you'll see tomorrow. And by the way, you'll be driving down to the illustrious Southtown 101 tomorrow, so that'll be a fun time. You'll be doing the show live in the studio, correct?
Well, yeah, I haven't decided. I might do the show here and then drive down after, or drive down and do it. I'll let you know tomorrow. But what I do need you to do is be there Friday so I can do Jimmy's show.
Okay. So I have to be there in the morning to do.
Yes, that's what I'm just letting you know now. I'll let you know live. Hey, I need you to open the door because I'm not going to be able to set up and do it without the studio.
Okay, fair. No, that's totally fine. I have to now think about in my head what I have to do to get that happening. So it's going to be fun. These next 3 days are going to be really painful for me. So it'll be fun.
Painful? What the fuck kind of shit is that? You've got friends coming down. You're going to give me $0 for all the weed you smoke.
I mean, again, a lot of drinking, which I don't like doing, and I have lack of sleep. Got to cap these games. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun for sure. But I'm gonna be hanging on by a thread at the end of it. It's gonna be interesting. Speaking of hanging on by a thread, talk about the Cardinals here. Who, again, I said this yesterday. It's pretty weird seeing the Cardinals games not mean anything this deep into the season now. But I just can never back him here. And Dakota Hudson, shout out to Dakota Hudson, who pitched decently well in his first start of the season after the trade deadline and after all the nonsense. It's kind of interesting, Cap. I would love to hear your thoughts on the pitchers that are on these shit teams that are now getting starting opportunities on those shit teams post-trade deadline. Dakota Hudson's one of them. Peterson's one of them, who is going to be in the rotation now, and because obviously they ain't got shit. I wonder if they're going to be, extra amped and pitch well to, try to secure themselves a spot in the future of this rotation or just a future in the league in general. So I lean towards the Cardinals, actually, but I wanted nothing to do with this game either, or the bullpen day for the Rays here. Talking about the market, 85% of the bets and 63% of the money on the Rays here. Totals wise, under, 68% of the bets and 88% of the money on the under 9 in this game. Dabby, anything on this one?
Man, the Cardinals, I know that some people, I think team totals are a way you bet teams like, that have kind of like let the ship sail for the season. Cardinals are going nowhere this year. I mean, just absolutely nowhere. And they have no depth either, especially with some of the trades they've made. Did Jose just freeze taking a drink? Yeah, because I know he didn't take a long drink. They're going nowhere. And like I said, they don't have much depth, whether it's on the pitching staff, or in the lineup. And you said it, Hudson was sharp in his last outing. But, the Twins that was against the Twins, and they've had a hard time scoring in the right situations here. So, Tampa Bay has finally turned it back around after that slump that they had going. And, they're one of the best teams in the league at scoring runs. So I don't think they'll have a problem putting any runs up against Hudson here. I would only take, the Rays run line, which, again, I don't really want to bet the run line here with the Rays. Maybe an over in this game. If you think if you think St. Louis is going to put up a game, I would go with the over.
All right, I get it. No, that makes a lot of sense. And money on the under. By the way, Cap, did you enjoy the random picture I sent you yesterday?
Anything with Pete, I absolutely love. I'm telling you, my favorite gift that I've ever gotten is this cane right here. Just for the fact that it came from Pete, man.
Could you just imagine? We're talking about Pete. He's in Vegas right now. He's in Bet Bash. A white blazer for Pete Loshak?
Bro, there's two people that I've met.
Man.
They say there's two people that I've met that lived up to more than what you could expect. It was Pete and Ragu. Those are the two people that showed up just looking fly as fuck, cooler than could be cool, too cool for fucking school. Those are my guys.
By the way, shout out to Vitalis. This is all I need to hear today. I'm good. Say, Jose, I just wanted to say I saw your plays you posted on Twitter today. I like them and believe they're all winners. So tell
That's the first I've heard him say that to you.
Yeah, exactly. I'm going to tell Helga she doesn't have to cover my debts this week. Hell yeah. That's you, Vitalis. Next game is Nationals Phillies, and this has been an interesting game because our guys are on the Phillies here, but a 20-cent movement to, well, not even 20 cents, I guess 15-cent movement to the Nationals.
You fucking love the Nationals, bro. They're your favorite.
I'm not betting them. And the only times you can bet them is when Mackenzie Gore and Josiah Gray are on the bump. Close the door for the children or the puppies.
I don't have any fucking puppies.
Yeah, but that's such a lie.
I have a dog. It's not a puppy. It's just small.
That's what they say about me too. So interestingly enough, I've looked at Mackenzie Gore's 2 starts against the Phillies this year, and obviously he gets crushed at the Philadelphia Phillies in his last start against them. 2 2/3, 6 hits, 7 runs, and a 19-4 loss for the Nationals that day. The other start, 6 innings, 9 hits, 3 earned runs, and a 2-4 loss to the Nationals. I don't know what we're going to get from Mackenzie Gore here, but I was pretty shocked to see that 20-cent movement towards them here. The market here, let's talk about the money line, because 76% of the bets and 85% of the money on the Philadelphia Phillies. And I guess need to double check because I wrote this down earlier today. The graphic had -200. Maybe I'm fucking up here. But what do you think here, Dabby Cap? Because this has been a pretty weird line movement for me here.
I mean, you said it when Gray or Gore are on the mound, it's that's one of the times you can look at fucking the Nationals, kind of like with Blackburn and the A's. Because Philadelphia struggled with their pitching staff, whether it's, somebody in the starting rotation for them or the bullpen, they seem to implode at some point in time. Kind of like they did against the Marlins, last week. They had the 5-0 lead and they turned that into a 9-8 loss in extra innings. So, Philly, I think they put up runs, but it's one of those teams that I don't know, man. Maybe I hate to say this, but I think I'd look under in the first 5 in this game because I think Gore does pitch well, and I don't get excited about backing teams like the Nationals.
Let's talk about the market because the totals market might be able to help the Gore question here. 60% of the bets and 60% of the money on the over, and it's stayed there the entire day. And for the market move for the money line here, it's been interesting, Dabby. So it went to -180. It climbed up to -200 around 10 a.m. today. And then it just started steadily dropping back down to where it opened at -180. It's weird, man. It's just this weird movement. So I'm off this game. You guys know mostly. I never bet the Phillies. I cannot bet the Phillies. It's a shocking thing that I cannot just move on. I just don't believe they're good. They're always overpriced, and when I want to bet them, I'm always trepidatious. Blah 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 blah. So shout out to my guy Vincent Armetti. I'm fucking wiping my tears away too, my man. I feel you, my man. Let's go to the game of the night for me. Houston Astros, Baltimore Orioles, and while the first game was going on last night, I bet the Orioles again here. Me and Jimmy are both betting the Orioles every day here. I've bet them money line and -1 here when I can. I bet the money line -1 last night, and I got a steal of a price. -119 money line and -1 plus 123. You can see on the screen now that's obviously jumped to -143. But shout out to TJ. His gift today, Baltimore Orioles first 5 money line -138, and he got -135. I jumped on a -138. I got so. Excuse me, there's margarita burps because, again, I'm having a beverage now because of how depressing yesterday was. This is this decline you wanted, Dabby. This is what you want. I'm becoming an alcoholic right in front of your face.
I told you I want this to get way off the rails, though.
Yeah, next is meth with you guys, I guess. Who knows?
No, bro, take your time. I just want it. You can get addicted to coke, and then you can move up to the methamphetamines, and
Okay,
All right.
thank you. No, I need to get my order straight.
And
But
then you'll lose a whole bunch of weight and be like, "Don't need to eat a sandwich now, bitches."
yeah, I fucking need some sandwiches in my fucking current weight. I'm 150. Shout out to me, skinny bastard. Uh, I just love the Orioles here tonight. I think they bounced back after getting punched in the face like that. That was a shocking loss. And I think that's something that won't happen very often because Felix Bautista, you could have made it an arguable, like a decent case that he could have been like an AL Cy Young, like top 5 finisher, top 3 finisher this year. Probably not after that, but let's go over the market real quick before I pass it off to you, Cap. 50-50 ticket split, 66% of the money on the Orioles. And totals wise here, 65% of the bets and 81% of the money on the over here. Dabby, Cab, what are your thoughts on this game?
I think you look at last night's game. Houston needed that last inning, right? I mean, what a fucking shot by Tucker. But they needed that rally to win. And the Orioles, outside of that 9th inning, have been, outstanding. They've won 7 of their last 10. They had 3 wins against the Blue Jays. They had the sweep of the Mets. They've won 4 of their last 5 home games. And, Christian Javier, he's one of those people that I feel like his numbers are better than he actually is. And he's given up 19 runs in his last 5 outings, which is 25 and 2/3 innings. So he's been, susceptible to give up runs. I think this is the Orioles spot. So I think you're on the right side here. And that's where I'd be too.
All right. Well, I'm glad that we're in agreement here. BJ likes the Orioles, and it's so it's hilarious that I think I've been on the opposite side of BJ like 2-3 times in the last 2 days. Well, not 2 days, like last week, I guess I should say. And I'm pretty sure he's won all of those. So shout out to BJ, who's just been out there making those big dog bets and cashing. And respect to BJ also having an actual day job as well. I'm surprised BJ's not just chilling somewhere on a beach, fucking just making these bets and cashing out. Shout out to him, my guy. Justin McElvey, Rocco Rogers, all you guys, we appreciate you guys in the chat as well. Rocco likes the Orioles first 5 team total over 2.5 there. And a crazy Adam Frazier home run at plus 1025 there. That's no home run prop should be that high. So agreed with that, Rocco. So shout out to you, my guy. Let's go to the next game. These Braves, man. I shout out to the Braves. They're a juggernaut, et cetera, et cetera. But boy, oh boy, did I want to take a little piece of the Pirates here, Dabby Cab. We talked about this a couple days ago. I said this. I don't think there's a more overrated pitcher right now from a line standpoint than Spencer Strider.
Oh, I thought you were about to say than him, like here in this situation with Max. I was like, bro, you say some crazy shit sometimes.
Well, Spencer Strider was my guy there, and I like the Pirates money line that day. I didn't move on if they win, et cetera, et cetera. Max Fried, obviously, I think is very good. He's my second favorite lefty in the league. I love him very much. He's going to be the number 1 for the Braves in the playoffs. My issue here is, second start coming off the IL, if I am not mistaken here, and I typically like fading those guys off the second start off the IL. The first start for him obviously went really, really well. 6 innings, 3 hits, no earned runs, 8 Ks, 0 walks against the Chicago Cubs of all teams, who are very hot. But you always typically see that second start be a little more rocky than the first one here, and that'd be easier to say from a shutout, only 3 hits from his last start. But it's every time when I want to fade the Braves, it's always the same issue. The lineup is so fucking good that I just am terrified. I just don't want to fade him, especially with Quinn Priester on the bump here, who I think is going to get destroyed today. I would much rather bet an older veteran pitcher that might have the veteran savvy to find his way through this lineup rather than a young dude who's just going to do his thing. And if it doesn't work, then he's kind of fucked. But if anything, I'm taking like a Pirates first 5 team total, maybe. But I wanted nothing to do with this game either at the end of the day. Dabby, what do you think?
Man, I think Max Fried had, if he would have got, you know, shit. Last year I thought his stuff was, almost fucking Cy Young esque. He's not. He's just one of those people that I wouldn't fade right here. I think he deserves this line. It's what he's got the Braves lineup behind him. So I mean, they're on the road. Maybe take a run line. Maybe take like a -2 or something like that if you really want to bet it. I'd bet the Braves here, but I'm not. I'm obviously not going to. I don't bet -300 favorites. It's not what I do.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad you don't because that would be, I saw this one time, Dabby, and you obviously don't know anyone else on gambling Twitter. You stay in your own little bubble, and I respect it. But there was this one time, this guy, and I have a Virginia group of gamblers. We all have a friend group, and we text about gambling and shit. And this guy posted legitimately like best bet Murray State -420. And it was the funniest fucking thing I've ever seen in my life. And of course it lost. And then my friends like buzzards just started commenting below that tweet, which was admittedly hilarious. But yeah, that's honestly one of the funniest things I've seen on Twitter. Shout out to that.
Yeah. Well, and when I say I don't bet it, obviously I don't lay the -300. I mean, I don't even bet the run line in situations like this. I stay the fuck away from the game. There's no value. That's, a lot of what we got to do in gambling is look for value and shit. And like, that's a subjective word, I guess you can say, on how you find it. But to me, this game doesn't have any fucking value.
Yeah, and Let's Dance, I'd agree. I just expect there to be some Pirates offense here. So if you want to bet that in the form of the over, I also wouldn't hate that as well. So let's see. And Barry Smith and I going head to head here against Astros, Orioles. Maybe Barry Smith and I need to make a bet. Who knows? Barry, we'll see. If you find some interesting terms for a bet head to head, it would be fun to do. Let's do Royals Red Sox here. Unsurprisingly, the Red Sox lose because they're a bunch of shit bums. The team stinks. I am not going to bet on the Red Sox. I'm going to fade the Red Sox when they're playing actual competent opponents. But I will not be fading them against the Royals. I think the Royals stink. Nick Pivetta was pretty good in his start in the last couple of appearances. Actually, a starter. Like he came out and didn't come out of the bullpen, and he was actually pretty good. I expected him to go like 6 innings at least, 7 innings, hopefully, because the Red Sox bullpen is drained. And I'll be very interested to see how it goes because Jordan Lyles obviously fucking sucks, and he's coming off of. Let me double check here. He's coming off of 5 2/3, 8 hits, 5 earned runs, which got him his 3rd win of the season. So shout out to Jordan Lyles. But I'm passing on this game. This actually went from 10.5 to 11. So obviously runs are expected here. Dabby, what do you think?
Runs, yeah, because I think as shitty as the Red Sox are, I mean, they've been good against right-handers. They've been struggling scoring, and they're at home where their offense is a lot better. They've only put up 11 runs in their last 3 games, so I think this is a spot, where you go against Lyles and you break out of a little bit of slump. But I don't have anything that I'm excited to bet here. You might could get a -1 on the Red Sox in the first 5, and like I always say, I think those -1s aren't the worst bet sometimes.
Agreed. We'll see about. I thought you might be on one with the Orioles, or well, not the Orioles, the Blue Jays. But -0.5 is cheap enough. By the way,
-106, bro. That shit's ran.
Yeah. So I thought it would be a little higher, but yeah, you're 100% right. Torrey Coker, if you want that one play, it's the Orioles. It's the Orioles. Next, my other game of the night. I'm on the New York Metropolitans here. Disgusting. I know. I said just like 2 days ago, I think these Mets could be a fade for the rest of the year.
Well, duh.
But yeah, exactly. It takes a lot of betting insights to tell you that.
Shit, Jose.
But here's the thing. I think they're not a bad road or not a bad home team. I think they can be faded on the road here, but at home, I think they can be competent. And we just talked about those pitchers on those shit teams in the second half of the season trying to fight for a job in the rotation and B, a job in general to get put on someone's radar. And I think David Peterson might have some wind at his back here and could pitch well. Now, one of the other large factors of why I'm on the Mets here is this opened up minus 120 for the Chicago Cubs here, even money for the Mets. And boy, oh boy, has that flipped. You can get the Mets now at minus 111. So this is obviously flipped here. I bet the Mets at minus 112 full game and first 5 at minus 115. I know the Cubs have been super hot, but I'm going to hope that Kyle Hendricks has one of these shitty days where he's throwing his fucking 82 or whatever the fuck he throws and it hangs over the middle and big ass Polar Bear Pete can time it up well. And so it's a disgusting bet. I fucking don't love it, but I'm on Mets first 5 in full game here.
Wow, you doubled up on this?
Yeah. I did not like the card at all. Did not like it at all.
Fuck, bro, I don't know, man. I can't put my money on the Mets at this point in the season. There's no way. Everyone knows, after losing Scherzer and Verlander, that's big changes. And I think Buck's gone. I think they're going to get rid of their coach here soon, like sooner than later. He's gone. He's out the door. And the Cubs have been a team that's, moving up over the last month. Hendricks has been good on the road too. He's got 7 starts. His ERA is under 3. I'd go with the Cubs on the money line in this game. I'm just being honest, man. All I can do is be honest. I'm not even trying to be a dick.
No, of course. No, I'd if you think the Cubs are the play, that's okay. I just, it seemed like that market move seemed very substantial.
I hope I'm wrong.
I hope you're wrong too, if we're going to be honest, Cab. But let's talk about the market here. And I said it opened up at minus 120 for the Cubs. 70% of the bets and 59% of the money on those aforementioned Cubs, and it is still shifted to the Mets. So I'm just praying to the baseball gods. The baseball god, you fucked me hard yesterday. It was a savage fucking you gave me yesterday. Come through for me here today, and let me get the Mets on a day that they actually give a fuck. Please and thank you. But I would also appreciate that with the Orioles, especially.
Are you going to take a UTSA? I see your shirt. It's almost close enough to where you can let people know. Are you taking UTSA against Houston again this year?
Is water wet?
Okay.
Of course.
You're not even going to research it. You're just going to bet it.
I don't give a fuck, Dabby. We have Frank Harris under center. That's all that matters. That's all I give a fuck about. Yeah, we lost one of our best receivers to Ole Miss because Lane Kiffin's an asshole. Sure. Yeah, our defense is back ready to fire. Sure, we're the favorites in the AAC. Sure, Dana Holgerson could suck my dick from the back. We're going to win that game. And then you're gonna be here for Texas State, which will be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
All right. Enough UTSA chatter. Appreciate everyone in the chat as always. Let's dance. I did, I guess, triple up with the Orioles, but whatever. We'll see. Barry, I like the over in that game rather than Pirates +3. I think Let's Dance was right about that. Let's go to Dabby Cab's game. I'm gonna Jackie Moon, throw the ball down in the paint, let Dab catch it, do his post moves, and go to work. Dabby, what do you have on this game?
Well, so you already know. I think the line's moved. I'm trying to pull it up right now to see where it's at. But I posted it like earlier on Twitter, so it's moved a lot throughout the day. I got the first 5 on the run line here with the Blue Jays. I just, this is a spot. Yesterday, the Blue Jays fucking got goose egg. They didn't put up any runs, but still, even, before that, they've got momentum going right here. They got the sweep, of your Red Sox, and their offense has been hot. They put up 28 runs in their last 5 games. So it doesn't really scare me that they got goose egg yesterday. The Guardians suck at the plate. I know that this team's been, up and down throughout the season, but the Guardians are just terrible. They have no approach at the plate. It makes me sick, like watching the Guardians remind me of like the White Sox. Like that's what I think of when I think of their top to bottom hitting. And, Gausman on the road, he's got a 3.12 ERA. He's got 3.12 ERA and 40 innings against Cleveland here too. And Logan Allen, he's been good. The rookie's been a really good starter for the Guardians, but he's given up 11 runs in his last 3 starts. and that's just over 19 innings. So he's been vulnerable. I've said it with rookies. The further you get into the season, the more you got to watch these people that are throwing, maximum amount of innings that they've ever thrown in their career. This is where you're at with Allen, and you've seen the effects start to wear on him. I think this is a Blue Jay spot, and so I took that first 5-run line.
I'm on it. What'd you get?
Minus 106.
Well, I'm on Blue Jays first 5 minus a half, minus now 120. So shout out to you, Dabby Cab. By the way, Jay Peasy, first of all, of course, you have to take all the factors into account with baseball, what you know about baseball. And I can tell you that the Cubs against lefties have not been good this month, the last 2 months. But sometimes when the market's telling you something, you have to throw away your baseball knowledge, like the fucking Pirates beating the Atlanta Braves, for example. So that didn't make any baseball sense. They obviously beat their best pitcher, but that's how that shit happens, So we'll see what happens, obviously. It's not my favorite double up I've ever made, but the Mets win, then I'll praise their names and fade them the next day. Yankees, White Sox. I was shocked to see the Yankees favored in this bullpen day. I think I'll check RotoWire real quick because I assume it's going to be Randy Vasquez being the primary here today for the Yankees. That was the guy that Yankees fans have been clamoring about. Throw us Randy Vasquez. Put Severino in the bullpen.
Who are you imitating?
Yankees fans.
That wasn't even like a New York accent.
Well, that's because they're not from New York.
Okay. Whatever.
They're all bandwagon Yankees fans.
Okay.
And what's interesting?
You're a fucking Red Sox fan in Texas. What are you talking about right now?
I grew up in Virginia. Salem Red Sox. Shout out to them.
You didn't grow up in Virginia, did you?
What, I just making up random lies now?
All right. I don't know, man. I don't know anything if it's true when you say it anymore. Yeah,
I grew up in Virginia. I moved to Texas in my freshman year of high school.
Okay.
So I would love to move to Boston, though, Andrew G. It'd be nice. It'd be nice. Apparently, according to RotoWire, Severino is the primary today. And even he said that it was a mental block for the first inning thing. And we'll see if that gets him over. But I really thought this might be a White Sox spot, even with shitty-ass Mike Clevenger pitching. I don't know if I'm going to move on it. Maybe it's my Yankees hate that blinds me here a bit. You can put my bias on the table there. Everyone knows. But I was shocked to see that the Yankees were favored here. Market-wise, real quick, and we'll see if we can actually get anything from this market because it hasn't obviously been that available. 5,000 bets. Oh, my God, dude. How are people betting the Yankees here? 68% of the bets and 92% of the money on the Yankees? All right. I mean, that's sickening. And we don't have a money percentage for the total in this game. Only 76% of the bets on the over. Dabby, what do you think of this game?
Sick, bro. This game sucks. Clevenger, I wouldn't back him in the White Sox here. I understand, like, being shocked that they're, the shocked where the line is, but he's still, he's only got 58 strikeouts to his 27 walks this year. That's too much, bro. That's too many free passes on the bases. His strikeout rate is not high enough. He went against Cleveland in his last start and gave up 4 runs through 5 innings. 3 of those runs were earned, but that's, you heard what I said about how I feel about the Guardians offense. It's trash also. So I would not want anything to do with this game. Like, part of me wants to say maybe a first 5 over, but I would never bet it over with the White Sox involved ever. So I don't know. I don't know what to do with it.
I want to bet the White Sox here, but fuck that. No thanks. No thanks here. By the way, Barry Smith, my guy, is a Queens guy. So that's very interesting. Barry Smith. Maybe that's Dommy Gunn's burner, and Dommy's just hates me low key, and that's him finally giving away his beans right there. Who knows,
bro? The idea of having a burner still cracks me up. Burner is a fucking loser.
Yeah, Dommy Gunn probably doesn't even know what a burner means.
No, he doesn't. He definitely doesn't. But there's like at least 10 people in the chat that have burners, probably.
Oh, of course.
Yeah. You have burners.
I don't have burners that I look for other people's shit, but I have a private Twitter, yes.
The fuck does that even mean?
I have a Twitter that I never post on, and I usually just follow my friends. So that's it, really. So it's private too. So it's funny. I have my header is a Madden score of me kicking this dude's ass in Madden, and I just fucking hated the dude. I did not like the guy at all, and so I beat him in Madden, and I've made that my header on that Twitter for just.
But stop. You got to stop talking about it because I've held back a lot of comments that were not polite.
Okay, fair enough. Burners or my Madden skills.
Just next topic.
Giants Angels. Shohei Ohtani on the bump. I want to bet the Giants here again. I bet him yesterday, and obviously the line was steaming towards the Angels. I lose that bet. It kind of, as soon as I made the bet, I was like, oh, now look at all this money and all the line moving towards the Angels. God damn it. But I want to go right back to it here, and yet another bullpen day for the Giants. And we talked about how good bullpen days are for the Giants. Ohtani, I love him to death, but he keeps coming out of these games. His last 3 starts. I'll actually pull up because I only have his last 2 written down because I obviously remember the second to last one he did. But his last start was every bit of 4 innings, and then he came out and he pitched phenomenally too, obviously.
I was about to say, assuming he does not cramp, he has thrown 13 consecutive scoreless innings coming into this game.
I mean, he's a
4 hits.
Yeah, he's the best player, baseball player we'll ever see play baseball. But again, he keeps getting hurt. He keeps cramping. And how long are we going to get Shohei in here for? 4 innings shutout, great. But if you give me 6 innings of that fucking shitty Angels bullpen, I'll take my chances. I'll gladly take my chances against that. 9 innings, 1 hit shutout against the Tigers. Duh, because he's a fucking freak. And then he went 6 1/3, 6 hits, 5 earned runs against the Pirates off 4 home runs that day. I like the Giants here, and I'm close to moving on them. Let's talk about the money line split here. Maybe that'll – oh, my God, dude. Again, this is just shocking. 61% of the bets and 94% of the cash on the Los Angeles Angels. I kind of want to be on the opposite side of that. Dabby Cap, what do you think?
What do you think I think?
You think I'll pass this game? I don't want nothing to do with it.
No, man, I think fucking Ohtani is somebody that I would never fade, man. You don't fucking listen to me, obviously. If you couldn't answer that after how many shows we've done, you don't listen to any of the advice that I give. I don't fade.
I bet your bets.
I don't fade people like Ohtani, bro. I just don't do it. It's not something long-term that's going to be, profitable. And I'm damn sure not making a bet thinking he might cramp, right? Because he might. We don't fucking know. I'm not making a bet based on that, though. Personally, that's all I'm saying.
Man, my sources are telling me he's not having enough pickle juice, so we're on it, Dabby.
You like to sit on pickles.
I've never had a pickle in my life. Fun fact.
I know you've never had eggs.
Yeah, I've never had eggs. Never had pickles.
That's weird. That's just weird, bro. How do you not try food? You're missing out on like one of your fucking few sensations that you have in life. You can like hear, see, taste, and you just are like, give me some chicken nuggets.
Yes, exactly. You sound like my brother right now, but yes.
Oh, it's so sad, man. Look, the Angels need a win here, and you saw Ohtani tear up last time he came out of the game. And if there's one thing that people still have to go watch, it's fucking Ohtani, right? The energy.
Yeah, Nutflush is going to this game.
Huh?
Nutflush is going to this game.
Hey, shout out to Nutflush. But that's what I'm saying. If there's one thing that Nutflush should be looking forward to, it should be to watch Ohtani pitch, right? That's one thing that everybody still has there who's an Angels fan. The stadium should be electric. They need a win. It's not the craziest price with Ohtani on the mound. Of course, I would not fade Ohtani.
Sheesh. Shout out to Wine Time Sports, who has 300 on this game on the Angels.
That's what I'm talking about. Fuck it. I might bet the Angels too.
Nutflush Allen in the chat as well. Good names in the chat to break down this game. I mean, again, I like the Giants, but I don't know if I'm going to move on it. BJ says Angels spot, in his opinion, even at this price. Whew. All right. I'll stay off. Nutflush, let us know what you think as well. I'll stay off. But I'll be very interested. And by the way, Nutflush will be behind home plate. I hope Nutflush can just like run down to the behind home plate, wave at the camera real quick, and then run back. That'd be hilarious to see while we're watching the game. I would laugh very hard. Tori, the Orioles. I've said it 3 times now, Tori. I love you. The Orioles. The Orioles.
What's what pick? Like, Tori, there's people that don't. Never mind.
He asked for a third leg of his parlay, and I've tried to type it to him. I've tried to say it to him twice now. It's the Orioles.
No. Blue Jays first 5.
That's fine too. Make it a 4-legger, Tori. Dodgers.
That's terrible advice.
Yeah, I know. Don't parlay. Never a parlay, actually. Dodgers Diamondbacks here. The line has moved towards the Dodgers. I wanted nothing to do with this game because I've got trust issues with Merle Kelly. I backed him a lot in the beginning of the year, and you guys saw how my record went in the first month of the season. So that didn't seem like a good start. And he's had his 2 appearances against the Diamondbacks, or against the Dodgers, back-to-back to start his season. So it's been a while since he's seen them. So I don't know how relevant I can make 3 2/3, 3 hits, no earned runs, and then 5 2/3, 6 hits, 4 earned runs, and a back-to-back. I trust Bobby Miller, but I just don't want to back the Diamondbacks here. The second half of the season, they've been horrible. They've had one of the worst records in the second half of the season. They're just in free fall nosedive. So again, it's if you think betting on the Mets is crazy, I can't imagine betting on the Diamondbacks right now, especially against the Dodgers, who just wake up and just win this division with fucking not even half of a lineup, but it's just ridiculous, this lineup, and it's shocking. But
bro, they got Betts and Freeman. That's all they need.
Yeah, apparently, and they can make guys like James Outman out of nowhere.
Yeah.
And by the way, Justin McElvey has 2 burners, so shout out to him. That's hilarious.
You're not supposed to admit that, unless it's just to like throw some likes in or something.
He's got 2 burners. He's just out there. He wants to talk some shit, and then the other one's to give praise.
Well, the only kind of fucking burner I have is a different fucking cell phone number that's not traceable.
Like the flip phone.
I have one, but I don't use that one anymore. I have it doesn't matter. Okay. This is a good pitching matchup, okay?
Is it?
What?
Is it?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, Kelly's been good on the year. Miller, he's been great on the road. He's got an ERA under 3 on the road here. And he's got a better lineup, though. So I would probably just look at the Dodgers. I know this is a hefty price here, but I actually agree with Dave. As much as I like to give you and him shit and say opposite if I think opposite, I think that I would be on the Dodgers money line here if I was going to bet this game.
Okay.
Full game, too. I would, as much as I look first 5, this time I'd go full game right here.
All right. Well, I'm off. I didn't want to bet this game. The line is, we'll open up at plus 112 for the Diamondbacks. It's plus 116. So it's not that big of a movement. And by the way, Nutflush is saying tread lightly on LA. Something is fishy. So yeah, I'm off that game, thankfully. So I'll be very interested to see what happens. That might be the game of the night for the chat here, because it's been getting people going. A lot of people on both sides. Vidal Harrison, great name, Vidal. First 5 -1/2 there. So shout out to you, Vidal. Nice name in the chat. Last game on the card, and thank God. I don't know why. I guess it makes sense of why we always get Darvish days with Dabby Cab. But it's a beautiful thing that the schedules have synced up. We love to see it. And on top of Darvish Day, he's facing a rookie who Dabby Cab would say never to back rookies in their first start in the majors. We understand that my man Emerson Foot Penis, top 5 or top 6, I think it was a 6th pick overall in the 2020 draft. So he's obviously very good, and I respect Mr. Foot Penis. But I'm not backing him here, and I don't want to back Darvish unless his father, Dabby Cab, says he's going to pitch a good game. So, Dabby, is he going to pitch a good game? Wow. The most important part of the show, damn it.
Motherfucker, shut up. Fuck you. Fuck everyone. All right. I said I do think we get a strong performance out of Darvish in this spot. And,
yes.
I have not bet him near as much this year as I have in years past, but I've still been successful when I bet him here. The current Mariners, they're only 10 for 64 with 2 doubles and a home run against Darvish. They don't have great numbers here. I know it's not a huge sample size, but yeah, I like the Padres here. I mean, I think this is a good spot. I might look. It's funny you just brought that up. I might look there with some Ks with Darvish because, God, this Padres offense is just sickening and hard to watch. But with the rookie, they should get to him. Padres first 5. Let's fucking roll with it. Why the fuck not?
Tori Coker likes Padres. Let's say Pirates. Padres first 5. Sorry, full game money line. I'm thinking about my bet now. That if you're on it, Dabby, which one would you rather me tail?
Toronto. All
right, I'll tell both then. Fine. Act like that, Dabby Cab.
Tail both. Both.
First 5. Yeah. So if we split, then I can't be mad at you. I can't be mad that I picked the wrong one.
What kind of fucking attitude is that? I'm not fucking splitting, motherfucker. With it 2-0.
True. Man, this is going to be a fun evening of baseball. By the way, I completely forgot to shout out my guy, Mike M, who, by the way, Mike M is silently just dominating every Monday night on the live stream. So go watch them. Him, Jimmy, Dave.
Is he doing it that quietly, though?
Well, I think it should be talked about more because he hit a plus 1,000 bet immediately off the top. Dave hit like fucking 20 live bets in a row, putting his dick out on the table and flexing it to the bookies.
Have you thought about maybe tailing him one time and trying to win some of that money back?
Absolutely not. I'm not that smart. I look smart, but people would be surprised. I often tell myself I'm the smartest dumb person there is out there. Or the dumbest smart person there is out there. I don't know which one's better, to be honest. And by the way, there we go. We're appeasing Rem Most here. So I like the Dabby's on the left side. Feels like he's the host and Jose's the guest. So there we go.
Only Rem Most would say that. That's funny.
Rem, I understand exactly what Rem is talking about. And, we're just here to please you, Remy. I got you, my man.
Rem World.
But I was saying, I brought up Mike M to say that his RBI prop of the day today is Tristan Casas plus 145, which I am also tailing because I will always bet something Red Sox related, especially when my guy Mike M gives it out here. So very, very fun wrinkle to that game as well. And Nufflush, you'll be happy. Well, not happy to know because I haven't checked the score. I, of course, not betting the Oakland A's today. It's sickening. I didn't bet the A's.
You missed it again, Jose. Your favorite teams.
And my most hated team, apparently.
Mm-hmm.
I've already mentally accepted that I'm going to see them in the playoffs, and I'm going to fade the fuck out of them in the playoffs. I cannot win. The Rangers.
Oh, I thought you were talking. What's the score? Did they come back?
I think they're still down, but I have no idea.
I got to look right now. I don't think they came back. Today felt like a loss for them. I don't know.
Maybe, I mean, they've only won 8 straight or whatever. Fucking assholes. Unbelievable.
I mean, it's almost like they're a good baseball team, but
almost like it, huh? Fuck me.
I mean, it's not like anybody tried telling you that.
Yeah. Whoever said that would be an asshole, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Barry Smith, by the way, I can't shave off the mustache. The mustache has to stay for a bachelor party. So the mustache lives on, and maybe it'll bring me that fucking luck.
I just had a vision from the baseball gods. If your record doesn't get better by the time of the bachelor party, you have to let us get rid of the mustache with just like a quick flame. And if you like burn it off just really quick, you'll start winning again, I promise.
I don't even know how that would begin to work. So no, thank you.
Bro, you can do everything with fire. You're just going to burn all that hair. Just real quick. Just.
No, thank you. Let's recap
I'm just telling you that you could win, but that's.
You're right. I could also throw myself through a glass door like you did, apparently, and maybe that'll turn.
Bro, somebody was chasing me with the fucking Nerf gun, and I was like 15 years old. We were fucking around.
You were gigantic, too, at 15.
Yeah, I didn't fucking see it, and I ran right into it. It's fucking clear. You can't see it. I was like running, looking backwards, just boom, right fucking through it. The screen fucking, I was tangled up in the screen. There was glass everywhere. It was not good.
All right. Well, go ahead. What are your two plays of the day?
Padres first five, obviously, but also the Blue Jays first five, both on the run line.
By the way, Tori Coker, what the hell, Tori? You should take the eyebrows.
You can shave your eyebrows too. That's the other option.
Rip them off. No,
Yeah, you just have to get okay. If you don't want to burn it, do the fucking wax and pull it off and pull your eyebrows off.
No. That would hurt. By the way, Tori, I don't know if you're a golf guy, Tori, but I'm going to be in your neighborhood in October, the World Series. I'm going to be there during the World Series. So if you want to go golf, let me know. I'm looking for Miami residents that want to golf. That'd be very nice. All right, my plays here today. I've got quite a collection of them. I'll run through them here real quick. Thank you guys for watching. A very interesting show here today. I appreciate all you guys, Nasty Nate, Dave, Lessman, BJ, Real Deal Prime, all you guys. We appreciate it. Even Barry Smith. Baltimore triple up here. Full game money line, -1, and first five. Full game was -119 when I bet it. -1 was +123. And as I power through a burp, first five money line was -138 as well. I also have doubled up on the New York Mets in what is easily the least popular bet I've made today. Not my least popular, but the least popular in the chat. Full game money line -112, first five -115 there. I also am tailing my guy, Mike M. Shout out to Mike, Pimp Slap play of the day. He has the ribeye play of the day as well. RBI +145 for Tristan Casas. And I have added my guys, Dabby Cab's plays as well. Full faith in Dabby that we cashed today. Toronto first five -0.5. I got it at -120 because Dabby Cab is smart and bet it early. And I have the Padres first five -0.5, -115. And that's it. I'm not going to add the Giants. I was very close to adding the Giants, but I am sticking there, Dabby. Does that sound like a winning card right there? Is that a sweep right there?
Yes.
Thank you. That was the first time, guys, that Dabby Cab has lied to me directly to my face. Thanks everyone for watching. We appreciate you guys. As always, Real Deal Dave, Nasty Nate, Casey Kevin. Of course, my man. We got to get the UTSA shirt rocking here, my man Casey. We're going to beat the fuck out of Houston very soon. Cannot wait. It's going to be a fun game. Fuck you, Dana Holgerson. Ganyong, J-Dub, Tori. Picks from Dave asking me to wax my grundle. It's a forest down there, picks from Dave. An absolute forest. Andrew G, Justin McElvey, Barry, Leonard Porsche, Rem Most. Good comment by Rem Most today. Jojo Rabbit, all you guys, we appreciate everyone in here as always. Hit the like button on your way out. Wine Time Sports, shout out to you, my man. Thank you for watching and congratulations on your $100. Wine Time Sports, hope you live it up with that $100.
Oh, he won the Wheel of Slaughter?
He won the Wheel of Slaughter. He did indeed. Very much. Congratulations to Wine Time. But we're going to have a great day today. It's going to be a lot of fun. Dabby Cab joins us on Saturday and Sunday this week as well. So it'll be a lot of fun. I'll send a Dabby Cab farewell on Sunday because I'm assuming he's going to drive right back up to Dallas after our show on Sunday. So that'll be fun. And then Saturday.
I don't know. I was going to ask Nate. I don't know if we have do we have the house on Sunday too or no?
I have no idea. That's an excellent question.
I don't know.
But you'll see him live and in person with me on Saturday. And it'll be a whole lot of fun. The card show this weekend at Southtown 101 and a variety of different things that you'll see my smiling face plugging at the end of this program. Dabby Cab, anything else before we get out of here?
Unmuted mic tomorrow. Catch us. We got Miss Pie. You already saw our interview with Mish Tush. Make sure and turn out tomorrow. It's going to be a lot of fun. And then also, if you haven't seen the shorts we've been posting, go check out the shorts. They're like 60 seconds, and they're kind of fun. They're good fun. So go check them out.
Yes, they are. And you have it till Monday, so huzzah. You can live it up on Sunday as well.
I want fucking bacon and egg tacos while we're doing the show on Sunday.
Well, I'm sure I know a place or two you can get them. Here, my cousins do great work here. Thanks everyone for watching. Hit the like button, comment below. Let me know what you guys' plays are for the day below. Again, I like looking at your plays. It makes me feel like I'm rooting for you guys as well. So hit the comments. When the show ends, drop your plays and let us know. Till then, guys, say hey, and we'll see you guys next time for another edition. Say hey plays.
Hey everyone, welcome into the Pub Sports Radio preview for the week. And let's start off with the three most important things. The Survivor Contest, Cappers Contest for 2023. Sign up today over at the Pub Sports Radio website, www.pubsportsradio.com. You guys sign up, $100 for each contest there, so $200 total. The poker tournament as well. Poker tournament's happening 3 times in August, the 16th, the 23rd, and the 30th. Sign up with our friends at Bet Online right now. $25 buy-in, whole lot of fun, and the winners get prizes as well. So shout out to Bet Online, our presenting host for that contest. Next, we have the Walking Dead, Sharpie in the joint as well. The best damn MLB prop show in all the land. Pitcher props galore from Sharpie and all of his guests, including Connor Mack Picks, the Spin Doc, LJ from H-Town, and the Pimp Slap Pod himself, Mike M. Next, Clint of the Die Hard MMA podcast has been red hot on the canvas this year so far. 3 shows a week, Monday, Thursday, and Friday. Monday, he does his regular podcast where he breaks down the entire card, makes some picks. Thursday, he has Total Takedown. Friday, of course, the Undefeated Weigh-In show where he locks in the rest of his action. So shout out to our guy Clint. On Thursday, speaking of it, the Unmuted Mic with Dabby Cab and Dave Rogers. They also bring a variety of entertainment, including interviews with OnlyFans stars. This week, Rachel Pye joins the program, who illustrious OnlyFans star, and I'm sure Dave and Cab will get into a bunch of hijinks. Speaking of the aforementioned Dabby Cab, he's also on The Sesh with Dutch Boy Fresh, the true connoisseurs over there as well. They get into a variety of sports gambling topics as well as puffing that sweet, sweet Mary Jane while doing it. So shout out to The Sesh as well as our guys, Loshak and The Bag, Peter and Jimmy, reunited again on Tuesdays, 10 a.m. Central, 11 a.m. Eastern, and Betting with The Bag Wednesday through Friday, same times, breaking down every game on the card in great detail and doing it with some of the best cappers in the whole industry and the best damn chat in the damn game. We have the main event on Talking Hands, Danny Betts and Preston Ekdahl talking about the latest boxing card that's happening this week. Starting on Tuesday at 7:30, have Oscar Valdez versus Emmanuel Navarrete going this week. So check out their show for all the latest insights and opinions, as well as our guys, DFS by the Numbers, aka Brady, on the channel, Stat Diggers. They go through the card, him and Uncle Weezy, Sunday nights for a deep, in-depth breakdown of the UFC. And don't forget about your boy right here, Jose Bouquett, hosting Say Hey Plays Monday through Friday, 5 p.m. Eastern, Saturday and Sunday, 11 a.m. Eastern, breaking down the entire baseball card in only the way we can, doing it with some laughs on the way there. So say hey to me there, and that's the schedule. Thank you guys for watching along. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the like button on this video that you're watching, and don't forget to subscribe for those updates, because you never know what might happen with the Cappers Contest, which you can sign up with right now. Sign up for on the Pub Sports Radio website, www.pubsportsradio.com. Say hey guys, see you guys next time.